This is called Distemper. I listened to jazz all night, my mind stuffed with the cotton wool of truisms, even if they didn't put me to sleep. The entire town's depressed, replaying hours of dones and undones. It's the wettest year since '84, or is it 1929? Whatever. Mothers are going out of their minds, keeping their children at bay. Quarrels and cartoons clog their ears. I could use a local pub, a place where I would lean on the bar with my pals discussing metaphysics or string theory, chain smoking and downing martinis or the latest brew. Worldly wise and world weary, we're in the second age of anxiety, or the third, each of us with our well-tended angst, our semi-wisdoms. Wisdom's out of date. My mind's a sodden sack of lost decades. Piles of paper on the dining room table. Don't touch, they'll scatter. Unanswered letters, melted wax from last night's candles, lit when the electricity blew. A dozen used up pens, rejections, half-finished poems, ardor interrupt us. The storm knocked off the remaining poppy heads. They lie a mess of petals, rose silk, smeared with the mascara of their black eyes. And worst of all, the smaller birds have disappeared. Only the stellar jays and crows, murderers and thieves, are on the prowl. I'll miss the startling red of the ruddy finch. He was primed for mating, trilling his intricate love song one whole day before he vanished. Did he decide to give up his condo and return south? Teenagers huddle on corners in black hooded groups, like dissident monks planning to overthrow the order. I'm stuck here with my life spread out on this disordered table. They say the sense of smell is the first to go, or is it taste? Something is stirring the leaves of the dogwood tree. I would arise and go now, but there is no Innisfree. Okay, and I'm going to close with La Salle de Pas Perdu. This time of day, one lifts or draws the curtains to read the light, or drifts from window to window. Petals or flakes of snow are drifting outside. An empty bird feeder hangs motionless, a broken pendulum. Has the grass stopped growing? Inside, rows of books sealed in their bright covers close ranks, pressed shoulder to shoulder. A resting place to catch your breath is what the heart both fears and longs for. Though even here, in this inert, this inexplicable room, under your breath, your long, slow breaths say to each other, keep coming, keep going. Nothing's completely static in the waiting room. You move from chair to chair, logging time, losing time. No two clocks tick in unison, nor do they indicate the exact hour. Though you feel insular, solitary, the place seems somehow crowded. Not to worry, you have your ticket. No one can do your waiting for you. Thanks very much to all our readers. There are some of Beth's newest, last book, Missing Addresses for Sale, on the side there, as well as copies of Little Fires and a couple very rare books from her from the 70s, Phone Calls from the Dead, and that other one. And so enjoy, pick up a copy if you haven't got one already, and there will be another reading with, I presume, different poems on May 11th at 6 o'clock at the Edmonds Bookshop. Thank you for Edmonds Bookshop for hosting that, David and Mary Kay. And with that, I'll bid you good night unless you have any questions. Doesn't look like it. So, thank you. Good night.